Good evening, y'all. Do you know of anything that you usually make at night, right before you go to bed for tomorrow? So we can eat it tomorrow. I'm all ready for bed. I've got my teeth brushed. I've greased my face. I am ready. I am heating me up to a rolling boil 2 cups of water. Y'all know what I'm making yet? And I've got a can right here of, I did it upside down. I think it's fruit cocktail. Yep, it's fruit cocktail. I just got it upside down. And I'm going to drain it in here. I'll tell you why. I've got to have 2 cups of water. 2 cups of boiling water and 2 cups of cold water. So I'm going to let this juice be part of that water. I am making Jell-O. Let me get 2 cups of water measured over here. Or that plus the other. That'll be 2 cups. There we go. My mother-in-law, God rest her soul, her name was Edra Mae Worley. It was George's mama. And I don't ever, in the whole time we were married, I don't ever remember her not having Jell-O in the refrigerator with a container of whipping cream that you could put on top of it, and she always put fruit cocktail in it. So this is in memory of her. We're going to have Jell-O tomorrow. Anyway, I'm using raspberry. That's what I'm going to use. You know, children, they love Jell-O. They love it. I love it too. And here I go. I'm just going to put some in here. And you're supposed to pour 2 cups of boiling water over it. And it isn't boiling yet. But bless her heart, she would cook. Here's what she did. She had a little aluminum pan. That's messing y'all up, isn't it? She had a little aluminum pan. It looked like a little dish pan. It was about this big around. And she always, always had Jell-O and fruit cocktail in it. I guess she made it every day because she made all different kinds. She'd have lemon and whatever. And I don't make it very much. I mean, I don't know when's the last time I made it. Maybe a year or longer. I don't know. I love it. I don't know why I don't make it. And y'all are probably saying the same thing. You're probably thinking, I haven't made it in a long time either. Well, maybe you need to. So I've got my fruit cocktail. And we're waiting on that. Here's what she would cook for dinner every single Sunday. Every Sunday. She'd either cook roast beef, rice and gravy, canned biscuits, English peas, and Jell-O. And sometimes she'd have a pound cake with Jell-O. Or she would cook fried chicken and gravy and rice and English peas and canned biscuits. It was the exact, and Jell-O. It was the exact same menu every Sunday, unless there's my 2 cups of hot water. Yes, darling, I am ready for bed. I'm just fighting to stay awake right now. And you melt this, dissolve it real good in here. Dissolve it, stir it until it's all dissolved. I like to stir mine with a wooden spoon when I'm doing this. And every Sunday she'd say, "Do y'all like fried chicken?" And we'd say, "We sure do." She was a sweet, sweet woman, and she treated me so good. I was blessed to have a good mother-in-law, and I know a lot of y'all have good mother-in-laws too, that keep the children and that let you come and eat with them, or say y'all need a night out and she'll keep the kids. She'll come over there if something's happening and spend the night, or you take your children to her and spend the night. Mother-in-laws are a great thing to have. Okay, now I'm going to put my 2 cups of water in, but what I did is I filled it up with that cocktail juice and then put the rest of it in water. Pour that in after you get it mixed up good. Y'all know how to do this. I'm just making it because we want it. Actually, Walt's the one that asked for it. He wants some Jell-O with some fruit cocktail in it. There we go. I also bought 1 can of peaches. I thought that might just kind of add a little more fruit to it. He loves peaches. I'll move that over there a minute. We'll open these peaches. I should have put, it's got one of those pull tops. I've got on my Amish farm soap grease tonight. Tallow cream. I washed my face with good hot water. It felt so good. I'm going to save this juice. I'll pour it in this measuring cup. Anyway, I've got my face greased. I've got my teeth brushed. And I'm ready for bed. And I need to be in there in 20 minutes. Because I go to bed at 8 o'clock. My body says, "Hey, Brenda, get in the bed." That's what it says to me. You just say, "Get in the bed." I'm going to cut these up just a little bit. They look a little bit, I don't want to put them in whole. I do not want to put them in whole. I'm going to cut them. See these nice peaches? I'm just going to kind of do like that and put them in some little chunkies in there. So we'll have some fruit in there. I also, today, I went to the grocery store and I bought some real whipping cream. So I'm going to do that when I get up in the morning. You can wait on that. I'm going to cover this with some plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator and let it gel all night. And then it'll be ready to eat tomorrow. Granny had I called her Granny, George's mother. I called her Granny. Her name was Idra, but I always called her Granny. Granny Gantt, a lot of people called her. She was a teacher. She had a clothesline outside. And honey, she would hang out those clothes. Every day she washed it. Every day she had clothes on the clothesline. Those were days gone by. You'd tell a lady today she had to have a clothesline and she'd think you were nuts, wouldn't she? Don't you think so? All right, that was not an easy dish. And there's a lot of congealed salad recipes that you could do. You know, there's a bunch of them. There's one that I really like. You use the lime Jell-O, lime and lemon, I think it is. It's got cottage cheese and nuts and all that in it. Then you can grate carrots and make a carrot congealed salad. You grate the carrots and put it in orange Jell-O. It's pretty. I like it because the carrots are real crunchy. It's good to be. All right, that's it. That was sure a short video, wasn't it? That's because it doesn't take long. But anyway, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I've got to clean off a shelf. I got to do some work in there before I can even get it in. Do you ever have that situation? where you're ready to put something in the refrigerator and you got to clean it out and straighten it up before you could do it. Well, that happened to me all the time. That happens to me. I've got some followers in Colorado and some other places that have been watching me, and I read a comment a while ago of something I posted today, and they said, I just love your accent. Well, I don't even think I've got an accent. I don't know. She said, you say things that I've never heard before. And some people have a hard time knowing what I am saying. And I think maybe it is. Maybe I do have an accent. I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm talking right and you've got the accent. What about that? Let's reverse this. Let's say that I'm talking without an accent and you're the one that's got the accent. When people come to the Cottle House, I can just about tell you where they're from. If they open their mouth, I know if they're from the north or the south, or if they're from Louisiana. They've got a different accent. It's really something. But isn't it fun? Isn't it fun that we don't all talk alike and that we're all different? Some of you are old like me and you've got gray hair and you've got some wrinkles too. Some of you are young and beautiful and your skin's so clear. Your hair still got its color. Mine used to be colorful. I had brownish auburn hair when I was young, and I wore it long and everything. This girl came up to me at one of the book signings and she said, Miss Gantt? And I said, yes. And she said, you taught me when I was in 2nd grade. And she pulled out a picture. It was about this big. It was a nice picture. It's one she had just printed off. It wasn't the original. And she said, this is me right here. I said, mark it so I'll know. So she marked it and she gave me the picture. And I'm standing there. My class is all right here. And I'm standing right here and at the edge. And I had on a little white blouse with a dress that looked like a shift. It was fitted. And it came to my knees, and I couldn't see my shoes. I really don't know what kind of shoes I had on. And my hair was long, like down to there, and it was brownish auburn color. And I was smiling. I was just as happy as I could be. And I thought, Lord, that sure is a big class. Let me count and see how many's in there. And it was like 37 children in my class. And nowadays, if you put 37 children in somebody's class, teacher's class, well, she'd think they don't do that. I don't think they have more than 20. I had doubled that. And I taught them everything. Nowadays, there are some schools that you go to different teachers and they teach you different things. But we were responsible for everything. In other words, I taught them PE. I taught them how to use the library. I taught them reading and history and music and art. I taught them everything. I remember on rainy days, I taught them how to square dance, and we moved all the tables to the edge so we'd have a place to square dance, and that was their PE time. Their physical education, and I taught them square dance, and we did that on rainy days. If it was warm and pretty outside, I'd take them outside. We'd play out there, play some games. Those little 2nd graders. I had 5 reading groups of children at different levels, and I'm trying to bring them all up, even higher than their own level. I loved it. I loved the children, and they were sweet and kind, and they loved me and I loved them back. It was a good time. But y'all, we've got this Jell-O. Got my face greased with the tallow cream. It's cow fat. Do you go to sleep with cow fat on your face? It really is great. I'm gonna put a little extra on my lips when I get back there. Lipstick didn't come off when I made my face. It's still got a little color to it. It's that 24-hour lipstick, so it's going to stay on there. And I'm going to go lay down. It is 10 till 8. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to cover it up. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to bed. When I get up in the morning, it'll be ready. I might even have me some for breakfast. I might even have some for breakfast. All right, this sure looks good. I have, when I've been in a rush before, when I do my 2 cups of cold water, I've put an ice cube in it, 1 or 2, just to have it really cold, so that when it went in here, it cooled it off. But I'm not in any hurry tonight. See how tight I've got it on there? Looks like nothing's even on there, but it is. I pulled it real tight around it. So when I go to bed tonight, I'll think about Granny Gantt and think about her little aluminum dish pan. It was about that big that she had her Jell-O in. And she always had it. And another thing she always had was a pitcher of Kool-Aid. She had that too. And when she died, I asked my 2 children what they wanted of their grandmothers. And Hannah said, I want the Kool-Aid pitcher. Because that's what she related to. Dallas wanted her pith helmet. It was she'd go outside to work. A pith helmet looks like, kind of like an army helmet. But it's got a little thing that comes out to keep the sun off of you, like a one you'd wear on a safari. So they, that's what they wanted. And I did my best to get it for them. I got Hannah the Kool-Aid pitcher, but the pith helmet, she'd worn it so much it was already, it wasn't even keepable. Y'all have a wonderful night. I hope you go sleep as good as me. And I hope that your little toes feel so good under that sheet when you put that foot down there to the end. And thank the God that you love, that you've got a bed to sleep in, and that you've got toes that you can feel the sheet on your toes. All those are blessings, y'all. Don't take things for granted, because you just don't need to do that. It is a blessing. And some people say, well, your hair's great. Well, I got hair. That's a blessing. You can find blessings all around you, and you can find good in all people. There's some good. Some of it is kind of hiding, and you got to look hard to find it, but you can find something. You can find something good about everybody. Y'all have a good night, and I love you. Don't forget to say your prayers. Bye-bye.